All right, good.
Okay, hi, this is Professor Kuehn. I'm here with Professor Schindler once again in the physics lab. Today we are doing exercise 29.2, which is a relativity lab. And what we're going to be doing is measuring the weight of an object first in the laboratory. So we've got this set up here. I'll talk more about this in a minute, but we're going to measure the weight of an object in the laboratory. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this entire setup and we're going to go into an elevator and we're going to set the whole thing up in the elevator and measure the weight of the object in the elevator. And we're going to measure its weight while the elevator is sitting still, and then we're going to measure its weight while the elevator is ascending and then descending. And that's going to tell us something about fictitious forces. So when you perceive a force, it's not really there. Okay? So I'll talk more about that in my discussion. So this apparatus, what it consists of is something that you worked with before. We've got our computer running Logger Pro, and it's hooked up via a USB cable, as usual, to the Lab Pro interface. The Lab Pro interface is hooked up to the dual range force sensor, and the dual range force sensor from Vernier software, it's got a 10 Newton and a 50 Newton setting, and we have it on the 10 Newton setting. So again, what that means is that you can read up to a maximum of 10 Newtons. Okay? And the first thing we're going to do is, well, we've already done this. We've calibrated the force sensor. So how we do that is we have nothing hanging from the hook, and we enter a 0 for the force, and then we hung a 500 gram or half a kilogram weight from it, and then entered the force at that point. We know that should be half of 9.8 newtons. Okay? So just so you see how this works, this is a plot of the force versus time. If I hit collect, can you see that all right? I hit collect, and it's going to be reading there. I guess we're collecting data for 10 seconds.
Okay. It's a constant line because the
Yep,
force
looks
isn't
pretty
changing.
nice. And let's auto scale. Let's kind of zoom up so make it looks bad when you go like this. It's got some scatter, but it's right at about 4.9 newtons. Okay, so why don't we stop there?